All right, greetings from Camaro Bruce, where we talk a little bit about anything. And in this case, this is going to be a lot about the catastrophic brake failure on this Ford F-250 Power Stroke. I believe it's a 2020 and has about 70,000 miles on it. Heavy duty truck, so you think. But he was going down the road, put the brakes on, and just heard a huge pop, crackle, crunch, wheel locked up, went for a little slide in the snow, and then had to try to limp it back without brake pedal. So the phenolic brake piston, it's a hybrid plastic part. The brake arm, what's that called, Neil? The pin that it slides on?
Caliper pins?
The caliper pins, probably the lower one may have froze up, which meant that the back or the inner pad was going to be grinding against the rotor. And he didn't feel that. So it's grinding, wore the, that's the outer pad. Wore the inner pad down because it was dragging, and so that phenolic thing is part of the caliper piston. It probably came out
all the way.
too far and then got in a jam and just shredded in pieces. I mean, pieces, ruined the brake rotor, ruined the caliper, obviously. So we've got all new parts on it, and fortunately we have the tools, the shop. It's cold out, but we got a heater in here that's keeping us to 50 degrees. The other side is looking okay, but while we have it apart, obviously we're going to put new pads on it and then spec the rotor. But we're going to come over here to where Neil's working on for the brake press, and this is another shop that you guys usually don't see on my page. So this is
We gotta go up and see if we got some penetration.
and what is this, Neil, that it's supposed to slide on?
This caliper mount. This bolts to the spindle. The caliper bolts to these two. There's a pin here, one just like this, and they're supposed to float in and out as the pads wear. The caliper's got to move because when you step on the brakes, the inner pads, the inner portion where the pistons are, pushes against the rotor, and then it makes the outside slide over and grab the other side of the rotor. Well, when this is stuck,
The lower one
it
is stuck.
just uses the inner pads constantly because it won't float. So it prematurely wore out the inner pads.
And extended the pistons too far.
Yep.
And then they got wedged, or maybe some ice or something hit
It
it.
just popped out because it went too far.
Oh, it popped out, and then it just shredded, and he lost the brakes. So we've got new calipers and new pads and a new rotor, but now
Trying to get this freed up.
we're going to try to get it freed up. If anybody can do it, Neil can. We have a press here too. You saw that, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't want to press it in and not be able to get it
Oh,
out.
you press it in because we're trying to get it out and then see why
It's just rusted up.
it rusted up, if the low boot didn't do it. But anyway, this is what we're up against. You would think when you buy the nice heavy duty truck, you'd be void of these things. Obviously it's not under warranty, and we're going to have to repair it, but it'll be repaired with all new parts, and hopefully this will never happen to anybody. Camaro Bruce, that's all I have to say. See ya.